What's up? What's going on? I just finished modding or RGH3ing a Xbox 360 for a Facebook customer. So this is how I did it. Check it out. So of course I stripped the console down first. This is always the pain in the ass bit, especially around the bottom and top casings. They are hard to remove, but once you've done a few of these you get used to it. Now I'm removing the case from the chassis, all the screws. Now I'm prepping the 10k resistor that needs to be used for the RGH3. There are two in this. One is just a straight wire and the other one is a 10k resistor. I have the board removed from the chassis. I'm going to solder in the programming wires. This is when I also check to make sure if it's a 16 megabyte or a 4 megabyte NAND. And this is also a Trinity motherboard. Now I am applying solder flux and solder to 4 points that are needed to be joined on the board here underneath it. This point here is the most difficult. You need to use an X-Acto knife or a special craft knife with a pointy end on it. And you need to remove the crap from the top of the point there, as you can see, to expose it. Otherwise you cannot solder to it. If you push too hard on it, you will cut the trace and damage the whole entire Xbox. So you have to be extremely careful when you're doing this. Extremely careful. So now I'm applying solder flux and a bit of solder. Now I'm going to solder one end of the 10k resistor wire on one end. And solder the other side to this part here and cover it with tape. Same with this point here. Quick solder, tape to secure it. I don't bother cleaning off the flux because I don't want to accidentally rip off any of the solder, and especially the trace. Once you damage it, that's it, it's over. So I just leave it. Now that I've soldered in my RGH3 wiring and also the program wires, I'm going to flip it over and put it in the chassis. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, depends if I'm in a rush or not. Now I'm going to connect the power supply. I'm not going to turn it on, just have it on standby. Now I'm going to connect my programmer. And when you connect it, you should get flashing lights both on the red and green LED at the same time. If you don't, then your wiring is shit. This is an indication to let you know that your wiring is perfect if both of these are flashing. Once you get to that stage, connect your USB plug to your PC and open up JR Runner with extras. Now that I have JR open, I'm going to do 2 NAND reads. This takes quite a while, so I have sped this up. Once you get to good NAND reads, you want to create the ZAL image. First I'm going to click on glitch 2 and then RGH3, create ZAL, and then write the ZAL image to the NAND. Once that's complete, you need to disconnect the USB plug from your programmer and then remove your programmer from the 360. So next, disconnect everything, and I'm going to partly reassemble it so I can power it on. So plug in the HDMI cable, then the power supply, turn it on, boot it up. If you get the rings flashing around, that's a good sign. And check the monitor. And here we go, here's ZAL, it has booted up. We need to obtain the CPU key so we can change the NAND image. Unfortunately, I forgot to press record on the rest of this video. I was really busy, so I'll walk you through it. So now we go down to the bottom and obtain where it says your CPU key. Take a screenshot, shut your 360 down, plug your programmer back into it, plug your programmer into your PC, type in the CPU key in the JR program, and then you write the image to the NAND and you're done. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this. Chat.